Check, check, check. Check one. Check two.
Thank you, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Dennis Payne.
Welcome to McPherson Square today. Today is our day to speak against Prevention Point and all facilitators thereof. What is going on in our neighborhood comes to stop today. It must end today. Today is your warning. Get the hell out of Kensington.
Monkey.
Smile, monkey.
Hey, smile. Smile.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful.
Hallelujah. The Bible talks about all those things we sing all those days. Hallelujah. It is because Jesus is coming soon. Hallelujah.
Today our first speaker, Maurice Derry, is going to fill us in on some ideas that he has and helping out in Kensington and in the community. So I'm going to get the mic to Maurice Derry.
It's Morris Derry, but I'll go with Maurice. Anyway, guys, thank you for you guys coming out. My name is Morris Derry. I represent No More Pain Incorporated, but also represent Kensington. I represent you guys. I represent South Philly. I represent everybody. Before I say anything about ideas, just if you look around out here, this is a public park. It's a library. And at every inch of this ground, you'll find used needles, needle caps, and bags, empty bags of whatever. It may be heroin, crack, whatever it may be in these bags. To me, it touches my heart because I look at each bag and each needle as somebody's life, somebody's soul. And, it'll bring a man like me to tears in a way because we're out here. And I'm not the only person that's in Kensington doing this type of outreach. There's so many different people out here that do what I do. And I just feel for us, and I pray for us that when we're out here that we're able to somehow change lives. I'm out here 3 nights a week. We deliver pizza from Brothers Pizza out in Langhorne. And I walk these streets at nighttime. I work during the day, so I'm not really out here during the day, but when I do come out during the day, this is what we walk into. And it's really sad. So spread that message about the awareness. Spread that message about getting people help, man, because at the end of the day, it's about getting people help and helping people stay clean. I'm totally against the safe injection sites. I'm going to fight them till the end. You know, I got Anthony here, man, from South Philly, man. We're going to fight this thing as far as we can fight it and beyond. It's not a Kensington thing. It's not a South Philadelphia thing. It's a Philadelphia thing and beyond. It's like I live in Bucks County now, and it's just as bad up there. So, you know, this stuff is just spreading. So let's unite together and really find solutions that really work. I have plenty of ideas, and one of the ideas I want to do is try to start an initiative out here to somehow clean up this park. So people to spread that message. I'll work with a few other people in the crowd to try to set that up and get it done. So again, I appreciate letting me speak, letting me be out here. Again, I'm not just representing my organization or myself. I represent Kensington, and I represent the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon, guests, and honored and established esteemed colleagues. My name is William Bragg. You see a lot of my stuff online with videos on Facebook. Facebook seems to be one of the larger ponds that I haunt. Anyhow, I represent the freeholders of McPherson Square Public Library Civic Association, the FMSPLCA. I'm out here today still trying to gather signatures. I approve of David O. and South Philadelphia Johnson. What they've done in standing up, that's in line with what we're doing here. We're standing as a people, as a flock, as Kensington from the inside out. We do not need any more collegiate answers from the top down. We do not need any more of that. We need our manufacturing jobs back. We got to hook our cart to an engine. We can't just have a bunch of train cars sitting here, line up, being stocked up with money. It's no better than having a barn and a silo, and all you're doing is pound cash in it. It ain't doing nothing for the community, all right? So the object of freeholders is to get signed up. We represent Kensington as from inside, being a resident, being a merchant, being a guest, being a transient. Part of Kensington, stand for Kensington for your rights. And we're going to reincorporate Kensington as a conservation easement, seal in Penn's Charter of Privilege, as Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia the man was born 1702 in October, the intellectual with Kensington, and we're going to raise them all up, and yes, as our rights, it takes away all the bad that they've done. The answers have already been given, they've already been written. The object is to put the work back, put the ethic back, put the people back, and let them know that they are in charge of your destiny. Not what's handed down the pike, and not what they prefer you to be to put more money in their pocket. You don't do it that way. This is Kensington.
Thank you very much, Bear. He does have a game plan. He does have a dream. And just like Kensington, we all need supporters and backers.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm going to introduce Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Hi, about a month ago, less than a month ago, on February 21st, I started a group called Philadelphia Citizens Against Safe House on Facebook because I felt really strongly against these safe injection sites, and I wanted to see if other Philadelphians would be willing to stand up and unite and say, hey, we don't want these together. So this group now has 4.7K people in it. And I think that it would be really cool if we could try and get all of these people out to one event so that we can raise public awareness, because we have a lot of people, but there are also a lot of people who are against safe injection sites that don't know this group exists, who don't know that they can stand up as a unit, who think it's hopeless and it's just going to happen anyway. So I would like to educate and encourage everyone to stand together against something that's really bad for our communities. And if we're going to say that this solution isn't the right solution, I suggest that we all come up with a better one. With that being said, I feel like it costs a lot of money to open a safe injection site, and money would be better invested in long-term treatment and job training to help ease these people back into society. But regardless of what the solution, there has to be another better solution. We can't just dismiss this as a solution and not have one of our own. So hopefully next Saturday you will all come out and encourage everyone you know to come out to an event that we're hosting on the Sterner Street lot, which is located by Helen and Sterner, or Jasper and Sterner. It's at both locations. It's a whole big field. In the Kensington area. It's really close to Somerset Station. You guys could GPS it. The address for it is 2717 Sterner Street. And hopefully we can discuss all that there at that meeting.
Listen, my name is Dennis Payne. I'm the president of Kensington's Town Watch, the Arm and McPherson. I appreciate everybody coming out, and in a little bit we're going to gather and we're going to go and deliver our message to the front door prevention point. No point prevention point. I hope everybody will shout. Okay, and we're going to just take a little break right here for right now.
In the book of Matthew, you can read about wars, rumors of war. Hallelujah. Pestilences, sickness, diseases. Hallelujah. All kinds of trouble. We have to be ready. We have to repent because Jesus is coming. Hallelujah. He's coming for sure. Hallelujah. If he wants to set you free. Hallelujah. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus can cleanse you. Hallelujah. The only one who can set you free is the name of Jesus.
I've already made my spoon. You already made your spoon. He represents Kensington. We'll represent South Philly.
I'm going to introduce. Now, don't get mad at me because I can't get your last name always right. Is it Giordano? Giordano. All right, I was close. All right, so listen, man, I met this guy at one of his rallies in South Philly, man. Just hearing him speak, I know that he's real. I know that he cares about us. It's not just about closing safe injection sites. He really cares about the people that are in recovery. He wants to help people stay clean. I talk to him all the time, man. We're connected mentally with this, man. So from South Philly, man, thank you, Anthony Giordano.
Welcome to Kensington, Anthony.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us up here. Like I said, down in South Philly, when you guys came down to South Philly to stand with us and unite with us, that I would unite with Kensington. And Kensington now is a friend. South Philly is a friend to Kensington. And together, if we stand up together, we've united South Philadelphia and Kensington. We'll unite this entire city, and we'll combat the absolute unfortunate incidents with these drug addictions and these drug overdoses. We don't want to see anyone overdose. You know, we're looked at as we're against safe injection and we're against human life, and that's 100% incorrect. We're in for the long haul here. We're in for recovery. We're not in to aid someone in their addiction. We're into finding them help for their addiction. No one goes to the corner and ask for more cancer cells when they go visit their doctor. So this is not a safe injection site that is going to help anyone, in our opinion. I think Kensington's on point with us on that. That you go there, they are enabling you to further your addiction and slowly kill yourself, in our opinions. We got to work the program. We have to get the 12-step program that actively has millions of Americans' lives have been saved because of the program. So we're going to stand up with Kensington. We stood up down in South Philadelphia. We had over 2,000 people down there, and the rally was successful. It sent a major message to the organizers of Safe House that we're not going to put up with this in Philadelphia, anywhere in Philadelphia. We started not long ago. Me and my wife got this thing started. It took off like wildfire, and I think what the community and Philadelphians see now from South Philadelphia is we're not just South Philadelphians. We're Philadelphians. We love our city, and we love the people in our city. Back of our shirts just flat out say unite. Stand Up South Philly is going to eventually just be Stand Up Philadelphia and unite. Okay, we started this movement down in my neighborhood, so that's why I got the name Stand Up South Philly, but I want to stand up Kensington, I want to stand up Fishtown, I want to stand up every section of the city. If we gather huge numbers, guys, that's the big thing here. Big numbers, the people gather, and the government has to listen to us. There's nothing they can do. There's power in numbers. We're peaceful. If we do things peacefully, we get our point across. Okay? We're not a violent movement, Stand Up South Philadelphia. We're not political. We welcome all walks of life to join us, stand tall, and say no to safe injection sites. In our opinion, the unfortunate incident that I saw under the L when I walked it last week was just total chaos. And something has to be done to address this area. Something has to be done now to address this area. So we have to get together. We have to rally the troops. So this area is ground zero. If those safe injection sites go into your neighborhood, it's going to make your neighborhood quality of life decrease dramatically. And that cannot happen in Philadelphia.
That'll set the stage for
absolutely. The eyes of the nation right now are on Philadelphia. So we have to stand up. We have to unite. We have to stand tall, because if it goes in Philadelphia, it's going to go in through the entire country. It's coming to your area soon. So if you think you're immune to this, you're not. And I'll tell you what, South Philadelphia thought they were immune to this. Next thing you know, they were opening up on Broad and McKean in the heart of South Philadelphia. But we rose up, we shut that down, and I promise everybody in Kensington, everyone else in Philadelphia, that I'll rise up with you if you rise up with me. But we have to fight this all the way through. So the bill that Councilman O introduced got postponed. It's not going to be this Thursday coming. It's going to be the following Thursday, March 26th. It's Bill 200189. We got to get that bill pushed through. We need a large number of people there because the Safe House people are coming. We need to call all our councilmen and women. We need to email all our councilmen and women. Guys, this will take 5 minutes of your day. Do it every day, all the way up until that vote. 5 minutes of your day is not much to ask. Send an email, copy and paste it, send it to the next one. Include all. I'm not a big emailer, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can. I believe you can add all recipients to an email. Am I right? You can have multiple emails sent out at one time. So that should take, what, a minute? You know, pushing, urging them to vote yes for David O's bill. Make those phone calls every day, because the Safe House people have people that's their job, to just make these phone calls. So the big thing will be showing up on Thursday the 26th. Because even Councilman O said to us, we stayed around till the end. So when they were huddling on the vote and I had to look over, there were still 20 people in red shirts sitting there. And no one from the other side was left in the room. So they believe in this Safe House so much, but they won't even stay the whole day and wait for the vote to come. So we did it. We're one step away now. One step away from getting this bill to go to Mayor Kenney, and then we go from there. So come out on that day. Come out on days like this when people want to have rallies. You know, hundreds of people should be out. Thousands of people could come out. You only got 10 people that are going to come out? That's not a problem either. We'll rally those 10 people, and then those 10 people will tell 10 people, and then they'll tell another 10. And before you know it, we got the masses out. So again, on behalf of me and my wife, Lisa, and all of South Philadelphia, and all the members in my group, and people from Kensington are in the group also, we're going to unite this city. I have 10,000 people standing behind me. Let's get 10,000 more. By this time next year, let's have 100,000 people standing up and rising up and saying that we're not going to take anything that gets shoved down our throats.
Jesus is coming soon. Jesus is coming soon. He's coming for sure. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And he wants you to be saved. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praise you, Jesus. The power of God is here to set you free. But you got to make up your heart and your mind to surrender your life to Jesus. Hallelujah. He's the Prince of Peace.
Do we got your attention now, Prevention Point? Do we got your attention now, Mr. Mayor?
All right, guys, thank you again, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for letting me speak. You know, we're really dealing with an epidemic out here, man. It's all around us right now. We can see it clear as day in our faces, so it's really an epidemic. But also, too, man, the city is a lot of other issues going on in our city that need to be addressed as well. The violence, the murders, the homicides, we're killing cops. You know, there's just so much other stuff going on in the city that's really put a gray cloud over our city. So these are one of these things that we can do, is just keep spreading awareness about things that matter, these things that definitely matter in our community. Because at the end of the day, they're all tied in. You know, the violence, the mental health, everything is all tied together. So keep spreading the awareness about the things that are going on in your community, and together let's join our communities for the bigger fight. I thank Anthony and Stand Up South Philadelphia and everybody from South Philly that came in.
South Philly!
Like, you know, we definitely really can't do this without uniting with other parts of the city. So I thank you, man. I'm going to be with you guys 100%. Anytime events going on in South Philly, City Hall, I'm there. I couldn't make it last time because I had to work, but I'm there. You know, but so, again, man, thank you guys for being a part of this. Going at it, keep fighting it. My end of the spectrum is trying to help people stay clean after they get out of rehab. We try to mentor people to stay clean. And I think that's what the focus should be in general. You know, I had a great meeting with Roz. I had great meetings with everybody. It's like, let's put these meetings that we had into use. Let's really stand behind the things that we talk about, and let's really try to make a change in this community, because at the end of the day, we can save a lot of lives. You know, we don't need a safe injection site that's going to keep enabling people to get high and allowing people to die. If you look at the statistics and all that, the majority of people that are dying are people who've been in and out of treatment. So that tells us that treatment works, right? Treatment, you go into treatment, you get clean, you get that jump. It's when you leave treatment is that people end up back here. If you're not sanctioned on probation or parole, you have nobody really there to help guide you in life. So they end up back here, and those are the same people that are dying. I was talking to Anthony. Unfortunately, I had to use Narcan 35 times. 5 of those times somebody didn't make it. 2 of those people that didn't make it were right behind here. You know, so this area, man, we really need it, man. We really need the help. We really need to push. I really want to get this park cleaned up and put it back to what it used to look like years ago. But until then, man, I thank you for coming out. Keep coming out. Keep being a part of it. Keep watching these videos that Anthony puts on, that I put on, that Roz puts on. Keep watching everything. Share them. Get more people involved. We don't have the numbers we wanted to have today, but we might have them next time. You know, we got to keep the fight. Don't worry about who didn't come, who didn't show, who didn't speak, man. The people who did speak today put out a message. Let's take that message and carry it back to those we love. Thank you for having me out.
Hallelujah, yes, Lord. As many are running around in panic and fear, in Jesus' name, that's how close it is. Hallelujah, it was transformed out of transformed to people, in Jesus' name. I come to let you know that the time is the time. Hallelujah, the Lord says, seek you while he may be found. Call on him when he's still near. Forsake the wicked way of living, and he will freely pardon your sin in Jesus' name. God is no God of respect to person. He don't care about your lifestyle. He don't care where you've been, what you did last night. He cares about now. The Bible said now is the time to seek his face.
So guys, thank you for having South Philadelphia up here. I'm so happy we united with Kensington. And I look forward to working with everybody. And I see Miss Roz Lopez here. We had a nice meeting last week when I walked Kensington, and you told me what to expect, Roz, and it was everything you said, and I had to see it for myself. I was at a loss for words when I saw it, and we need to get things done. So, Roz, if you'd come up now and say a few words to everybody. Roz Lopez.
Thank you for having me up here. Thank you, Anthony, for coming up and standing with us at Kensington. I'm glad that you came up and saw firsthand of how horrible Kensington has been since this whole drug epidemic started with the fentanyl, because that's what made it worse. We did have, Kensington has always been dealing with drug addiction for decades, 50, 60 years. But it's never been as bad as it has been the last 4 years when the city of Philadelphia decided to clean up the Gurney Street tracks. When they worked with Conrail, and they cleaned all the attics, and they came up topside, and they came up into our neighborhoods, into our yards, and caused basically a health epidemic, which is the Hep A outbreak. And that has never happened in the drug epidemics that we've had, whether it was the crack cocaine, whether it was the heroin. It just got really, really bad. And we do need to stand together as a community here in Kensington with one main agenda. You know, not many different agendas, everybody wanting credit. We need to not think about getting credit for anything. We just need to stand together against this, because this is what elected officials go for. They look for the division, and they will keep that division. We need to be united. We need to have the same message. We do not want an injection site in Kensington. We do not want the mobile site in Kensington. And as far as Prevention Point, they did lose their vision of harm reduction, which I understand a lot of people do not agree, but the reason why they started giving the needles was to prevent further infections. Okay, but they lost that mission when they started giving additional needles than what they were initially giving. Right, and you know, so we need to get them back on point, or they're gonna have to leave the neighborhood. So that's something that we would need to discuss.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to wait a couple more minutes, a couple more people show up. So people, get on your phones and get on your social media sites and tell everybody to come on out and help support here. We need more people. We need more numbers.
Hallelujah. He said, come to him, all who labor and heavy labor, and he will give you rest. Rest for your soul in Jesus' name. The drugs is not the answer. The marijuana is not the answer. Shoot heroin in your vein is not the answer. It's just destroy you. It's a tool the devil is using to destroy you. Hallelujah, self-destructive. You killing yourself, waking up dead today, night after night, craving for that drug, thinking it's going to make you better. That's going to make you worse. In Jesus' name, the marijuana is contaminated. It's not real. It's not the real thing. Hallelujah. Why do you think you keep coming back and coming back and coming back? Because it's contaminated with another drug to keep you hooked, to keep you stuck, keep you in bondage. Hallelujah. But the Lord Jesus Christ come to set you free. The Bible said, who the set free is free indeed.
I represent the freeholders of McPherson Square Public Library Civic Association, the FMS PLCA. I'm out here today still trying to gather signatures. I approve of David O. and South Philadelphia Johnson, what they've done in standing up. That's in line with what we're doing here. We're standing as a people, as a block, as Kensington from the inside out. We do not need any more collegiate answers from the top down. We do not need any more of that. We need our manufacturing jobs back. We got to hook our cart to an engine. We can't just have a bunch of train cars sitting here, line up, being stocked up with money. It's no better than having a barn and a silo, and all you're doing is pound cash in it. It ain't doing nothing for the community. So the object of freeholders is to get signed up to represent Kensington as from inside, being a resident, being a merchant, being a guest, being a transient. Part of Kensington, stand for Kensington for your rights. And we're going to reincorporate Kensington as a conservation easement, seal in Penn's Charter of Privilege, as Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia the man was born 1702 in October, the intellectual with Kensington, and we're going to raise them all up, and yes, as our rights, it takes away all the bad they've done. The answers have already been given, they've already been written. The object is to put the work back, put the ethic back, put the people back, and let them know that they are in charge of their destiny. Not what's handed down the pike, and not what they prefer you to be to put more money in their pocket. You don't do it that way. This is Kensington.
Thank you very much, Bear. He does have a game plan, he does have a dream, and just like Kensington, we all need supporters and backers.
Do you want to continue to live that same lifestyle? You live day after day after day, wasting all your money, wasting your paycheck, hallelujah, how to try to keep up with the Joneses, trying to stay high. It's just killing you. It's killing you. Jesus is the answer for the world today. The Bible said, harden not your heart. Come out to him. We're going to still have to face him on the day of judgment, so why are you running? You might as well surrender your life to him today. Jesus is real. He's real. He's not fake. He's alive. He's alive and active in our lives today. Come on, people, stop running from God. You're going to bow down to God, or you're going to bow down to Satan. The Bible said the devil comes to steal, kill, steal, destroy. But Jesus comes that you may have life, life to the abundance. A better life, a prosperous life. Hallelujah.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to wait a couple more minutes, a couple more people show up. So people, get on your phones and get on your social media sites and tell everybody to come on out and help support here. We need more people. We need more numbers.
You can't do it with that shooting, that drug in your system, because you're in spiritual bondage. You're in a spiritual prison. How do you want to get out, but you cannot get out because you're trying to get out on your own. Because only Jesus can set you free. That's all you got to do is make a step of faith, my brother. A step of faith, my sister. He will set you free. He told the woman with the issue of blood, hallelujah, bled for 12 long years. He said, woman, your faith has healed you. And let's take a step of faith. Went through the crowd, did everything she can do just to touch him in his garment. How many are willing to crawl to your knees to get to Jesus? She made herself look embarrassed. She was embarrassed. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, that woman was healed. The bleeding instantly stopped. Back in the day, there was no cure. There was no cure for no diseases. There was no pill you could take. No injection you could take. Wasn't that? It wasn't going on back then. Hallelujah. We need the power of God to set you free. Jesus healed many, thousands of people from various sickness and disease. It's a story in the Bible that it was a paralytic, it was a paralyzed man. They tore the roof up from the top of the roof. They tore it open. They let the paralytic down in front of Jesus. He was a sinner. But you know what Jesus said? He didn't ask him a bunch of questions. Know what he said? Be healed in Jesus' name. Your faith has made you whole. That man got healed. Started walking again. He got his life back. Hallelujah. And he had a family, got his family back. Come on, folks, stop playing games with God. Because, like I said, the same God you're running from is the same God you're going to stand before on the day of judgment. This coronavirus is just a sting he's using to draw you in. It says signs of things yet to come. You scared now, running up and buying everything out the supermarket? Okay. Because you're scared. The Bible says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. If you have Jesus in your life, there's no need to fear. He said, I am with you. Fear not, for I am with you. Even to the end of the age, I am with you. That's if you have Jesus in your life. Because he's your protector. He's your comforter. He's your healer. He's your deliverer. If you don't have him, you're lost. You're going to be sitting in the doctor room for hours and hours and hours trying to get cured of disease that's incurable. That's an incurable disease. They don't got no cure for disease. People just running around scared. What are you scared of if Jesus is the answer to your problem? Hallelujah. He ain't come for the rich people. He don't care what come you are. He said, I come for the sick. I ain't come for the well. I come for the sick. He came for the sick because he had the power to heal them. Think about it. If somebody built a car, the person that built the car, right? Don't you think he know how to fix that car? The Bible says you require obedience rather than sacrifice. Be obedient. Just be obedient. That's it. He loves you. Yeah, he loves you. God's a God of love and a God of judgment. Anytime a nation rejects God, they're in trouble.
Today, Kensington takes a stand against Safe House, the mayor of Philadelphia, Ed Rendell, and anybody who wants to help a criminally diseased, infected individual to survive on our streets of Kensington.
So people, get on your phones and get on your social media sites and tell everybody to come on out and help support here. We need more people. We need more numbers.